CAW, Classic Action Wrestling.
Evening, folks. I'm Big Old Buck Wild.
I'm Tyrone Noble.
And I'm Ronnie X.
And this is CAW, Classic Action Wrestling, live. And boy, do we have a show for you tonight.
That's a fact, Buck. Tonight, we begin the first round of our cross-brand tournament to determine who will be going on to headline at our first big PLE on the yearly event calendar, Blowout.
The top two men from each show's major contendership ladder, champions of course excluded, will each compete this week in the first round. The winner of each show will then carry on to compete across brands, with the winner of each other show's contests next week. In the following week, the final two competitors will meet right here on Live to determine who goes on that Sunday to Blowout.
Man, I cannot wait to see which of our CAW superstars goes on to headline Blowout. You feel me? In fact, I say let's not wait any longer and head right on over to Kip Carson and Ned McManus on Late Night right now.
I'm in full agreement, Ronnie. Let's go.
Live from the Heenan Plaza in Chicago, Illinois, here's Kip.
Thanks, Ned. I'm Kip Carson, and welcome to Late Night, folks. I am, of course, here with Ned McManus and our special guest, 32-time world champion, and a guy that's been in the business a very long time. He's known as the Icon, the Living Legend, the Chosen One. Please welcome Jeremiah.
Thanks, Kip. A pleasure for you guys, I'm sure.
Tonight, we're kicking off this inter-promotional cross-brand tournament with Round 1, featuring a bout between long-time rivals, the Fallen Sun, Ken Tanaka, and the hard-hitting Harlemite, Bad News.
Yeah, don't expect me to break out the pom-poms for either one of these dudes, Kip. I got ancient history with both of these guys, and none of it good.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Without those two guys, you wouldn't be a former 32-time world champion after all.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah, I didn't really think that one out. Let's go ahead and just kick off the show.
Yes.
The following is a match for one fall. First, representing the Legion of Heels, and being accompanied to the ring by Liam Jacobs and Angelo Volta. Hailing from Tokyo, Japan, he is the Fallen Son, Ken Tanaka.
Decent entrance. Not exactly iconic or legendary, though. But I guess you do what you can manage, talent given.
Bad news. Many times we've met, but much has changed since those times. Before, you faced a rising sun, but tonight, you face a fallen one.
Ken Tanaka. Now here's a man with a story. Once the longtime idol of millions, known as the Rising Sun in his homeland of Japan, a shocking heel turn saw him exiled from Japanese fandom and labeled the Fallen Son. And now he's here in CAW, looking to build a new legend for himself under his insidious new moniker.
Not only that, he's accumulated a crew of miscreants just as despicable as himself in this Legion of Heels here. Which seems to be one member short at the moment, by the way.
Ah, yes. Gentleman James Royal. He's actually recovering from an encounter with the enormous Grossberger over on Cancelled last week.
Oh, right. I heard about that. I also heard that Grossberger made Royal cry. Is that true?
I suspect. But as of yet, actual tears are unconfirmed.
And representing the Bad News Network and being led to the ring by Ladavius Jones and the CAW Intercontinental
I hate this guy.
Flash.
I hate all these guys. But I especially hate that guy.
Noted.
Tanaka, them matches in Japan, old news. But you seeing me here tonight, for you, that's bad news.
These two men, Bad News and Tanaka, both of them veterans. Their history goes back decades to their numerous legendary rivalries on the Japanese wrestling circuit. But in those days, Tanaka fought on the side of the Angels. What challenges this new fallen version of Tanaka will bring to the hard-hitting Harlemite remain to be seen.
Well, Tanaka may no longer be fighting on the side of the Angels, but Bad News hasn't changed a bit over the years. He's as mean and callous as he's ever been. He's certainly no angel.
And doesn't need to be. Bad News is the kind of guy that'd just show up at the pearly gates with a battering ram.
Nah, he'd have to die in order to go to heaven. And we all know he's too stubborn to ever do that.
You're not wrong there. During our last wellness check, the drug test submitted itself to him. Bad News has never been the cooperative type, that's for sure.
You are correct, sir.
Thanks, Ned. Jeremiah, what's your read? You've got about as much history with these two guys as they do with each other.
Tell me about it. I've never been able to get away from these two. I debut on Warzone, and so do they. I jump over to Attitude, and they show up soon after. And it just goes on. No mercy, mayhem. I thought I could get some space from these guys over on Hardcore Revolution, but nope. I don't know, it's like cosmic. Like some intelligent force has just been putting the three of us in the same places for decades. It's uncanny.
Nice rant.
Iconic rant, actually. If not legendary. But thanks. It's one of my many natural gifts.
Chief among them being your unbounding capacity for humility, I'm sure. And there's Tanaka for the cover.
Chill the hell out, cuz. You're doing way too much. Matter of fact, go make yourself useful, boy.
And it looks like the devious one has just lost it on the Intercontinental Champion.
Serves him right. It's one thing to have shady dudes in your stable, But it's another thing entirely to recruit a guy whose gimmick is literally being untrustworthy. You're just asking for trouble.
Well, true as that is, it's Bad News that does the recruiting for BNN. And if Bad News is known for anything, it's always wanting the smoke. So at least he's on brand.
He also seems to be on the ropes, as Tanaka looks to be in full control of him with that masterfully applied armbar. The arm, of course, being a typical focal point of the Fallen Son's attack strategy. If Bad News doesn't start protecting his, it could spell the end for him.
And he's getting to his feet, forcing a release. But at what cost?
He's freed his arm for now, but he's got to know that Tanaka's just gonna keep coming after it.
You think? I mean, he's only been wrestling the guy for like almost 30 years. Maybe he's still feeling him out.
Well, he'd better get the feel for him pretty soon. Tanaka's still going after that arm, quite aggressively in fact, and he isn't letting up.
And here's Bad News with some much-needed resistance. And Tanaka is open for business, as Bad News surprises him with that lovely springboard enziguri. And the hits keep coming, as the hard-hitting Harlemite finally is laying out a steady offense.
And one for good luck. Always kick them when they're down. Mom taught me that.
She must be proud. A bit of interference from Flash there, but to no avail. Tanaka clocks it, and Bad News pays for it with another attack to that already worn arm.
Tanaka is laser-focused on the arm of Bad News. He's clearly setting up to finish with his famed Fujiwara armbar.
And here's Bad News, going for what looks to be a scoop slam. But no, Tanaka reverses into an inverted DDT. Nice. And Flash Cash having some words with Ken Tanaka, clearly trying to buy Bad News some recovery time.
And Bad News, taking advantage of the opportunity, gets to his feet.
Uh-oh.
And once again, Flash's distractions are fruitless, as Tanaka rebuffs the sneak attack.
Incompetent!
And there it is. Tanaka's locked in the Fujiwara armbar. Bridged edition. This could be it for the hard-hitting Harlemite.
Nah. And hard-hitting Harlemite, by the way, the acronym for that is already taken. I'm just saying, iconic, but used.
And it's Bad News with a roll-up, but unfortunately only draws a 1 count. And he looks now to be heading for the corner position.
Uh-oh, we know what this is. Bad News is ready to deliver. The headline. But is that gonna be enough to stop the presses on the Fallen Son?
The Fallen Son. The hard-hitting Harlemite. You guys love throwing those nicknames around. But I notice that when I'm in the ring, you guys avoid my sobriquet altogether. What's up with that?
You mean the icon, the living legend, the chosen one? It's because you don't have a nickname. You have a dissertation on self-aggrandizement, and we have a schedule. It seems Angelo Vada has grabbed Bad News' attention, but it'd be wiser to keep it focused on Tanaka.
It seems that distractions from the outside are the order of the day. Not that any have been particularly successful.
That's because both these guys recruit losers. Now my stable, the Chosen Ones, Eve, Samson, Christian Lord, those guys know how to be useful.
And there's Flash again, working hard to buy Bad News some time to recover.
You see? A one-trick pony. Where's the foreign objects? Why are all the turnbuckle pads still in place? Novice!
And Bad News nails him with a running headline, but Tanaka doesn't go down.
He's not exactly looking stellar after that, though. And Bad News presses the attack. Looking for a stunner, but it's rejected. And it's another headline. The Fallen Son may truly be fallen at this point. And no, the ref catches the feet on the rope and calls to break the pin.
Yeah, sloppy. You gotta be smoother than that. You always have to consider the ref's line of sight.
Or, alternatively, you could not cheat.
Let's be realistic.
And it looks like Tanaka is going in for another Fujiwara armbar.
Wrap it up.
Yep, it's wrapped.
Indeed.
And the winner, by submission, the Fallen Son, Ken Tanaka!
And there you have it, folks. The Fallen Son is one step closer to Blowout's main event. Now, let's hand it back over to Big Ol' Buck and the crew over on Live.
Yes, indeed.
Looks like bad news for bad news and good news for the Fallen Son as he advances to the next tier of this cross-brand tournament leading into Blowout. Before we hand it over to Donna and Eugene over at their brand's special event, the Get Back, let's highlight tonight's main event.
And that will be the winner of last week's main event Fatal 4-Way match. The biggest brain in the game, Aaron Pratt, meeting the Footloose phenomenon, Freeman, in a contest for his CAW Undisputed World Championship.
That should be an epic match, and I'm certain it will be. But first, let's head on over to Donna and Eugene for round 2 over on Extreme.
I'm Donna Matrix. Welcome to the Get Back, a 2-week special event from CAW Extreme, where aggression rules and weakness submits. Eugene, you may speak.
Thanks, Donna. Tonight is a battle between the unbreakable and the unscrupulous. As unbreakable, Gage Fuller faces the devious one, Ladavius Jones, in the next round of this cross-brand tournament event.
Let's not dally.
The following match is for one fall. First, hailing from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and weighing 219 pounds, he is the exception to the rule and the self-proclaimed unbreakable champion, the unbreakable Gage Fuller.
Ladavius Jones. Just another mediocre, unexceptional, no-talent hack with an undeserved spot on my roster. And you're about to find out why I'm the exception to the rule.
Gage Fuller, the self-coined unbreakable champion. An idea he's so dedicated to, he's gone out and had himself a championship belt made. Unofficially, of course. However, what it means to break him is conspicuously vague. It certainly doesn't mean to beat him, because that's been done before. It's a mystery, really.
And there's Ladavius Jones with an underhanded ambush on Gage Fuller. Boy, does nothing on this show go according to structure?
Nothing, Eugene. The chaos is part of the branding. We wouldn't be extreme without it.
There needs to be a limit, though. Take last week, for instance. We didn't even get to air a match that night because Aaron Oxley's promo turned into a fight between him and Nick Ozone. How are we supposed to run a promotion like that?
In all fairness to me, bro, dude was asking for it.
Nick Ozone? What are you doing out here?
Just hanging out, catching some vibes. Suits didn't book me tonight. So I figured I'd just come chill with you dudes. Well, you and the lady dude here. That's cool, right?
It's cool with the lady dude. Is it cool with you, Eugene?
Sure, why not?
Sweet. So like I was saying, dude, I wasn't trying to screw up the show last week. I just came to talk to dude. But you saw what happened. Oxley totally fired the first shot with that mic attack. I just responded in kind.
Well, sure. After you crashed his promo and called him a has-been, what did you think was gonna happen?
I don't know. A friendly debate about whether or not he should retire? But what can I say? He chose a different path. That's not on me, dude.
Let's call the match, shall we?
Absolutely. It's officially begun, at least, as both men have finally entered the ring. But that initial sneak attack by Ladivius Jones may have given him an edge over the unbreakable champion.
Doesn't look like an edge to me, bro. Looks like dude is getting choked out.
A temporary condition. Fuller is worn down from that initial assault. He'll be playing catch-up all night if he can't generate a significant turn of momentum. He's fighting an uphill battle, and he's losing ground fast.
And Ladivius hits the plot twist. This chapter may just be closed.
Yup, it's a rap-a-dap for that dude. Looks like you were right, bro.
You think?
And the winner, pinfall, the devious one, Ladivius Jones.
Well, it appears that cheaters sometimes do prosper. Ladivius Jones advances in this cross-brand tournament and will go on to face Ken Tanaka next week over on Cancel.
And I'm gonna be back too, to settle affairs with that dude Aaron Oxley, next week on CAW Extreme.
Thanks for joining. Now back over to live.
Good night all, and stay extreme.
Of all the no-good, low-down, yellow-bellied boy, I'll tell you, that Ladivius is a real piece of work, I'll tell you that.
You shouldn't expect any better from the devious one, but being a piece of work is pretty much his whole thing.
Yeah, but we all know that if Gage hadn't been blindsided like he was, he would have put on a much better match than that. You feel me?
I feel you, Ronnie. And I'm sure the Unbreakable one will settle that matter with Ladivius Jones at a later date. But for now, let's go see what Tanner and Tamar have for us tonight over on Cancel.
Sup, dudes? I'm Tanner.
And I'm Tamar.
And this is CAW Cancelled, where you, the fans, book the matches.
And because the fans book the matches, there's no contendership ladder here. So the fans have selected our two entrants into the company-wide cross-brand tournament to determine who goes on to main event Blowout next weekend.
And the fans have selected to participate in this event the Olympic strongman and founder of the Four Sportsmen, Ted Rossi, and, surprise, surprise, the as-of-yet undefeated 450-pound Grossberger.
Man, do you think the Olympic strongman will be the one to finally put down Grossberger?
Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's head on down.
The following match is for one fall and will determine which man will advance to the next round of this special tournament event. First, from Brooklyn, New York, representing the Four Sportsmen and being accompanied to the ring by Miles Long, Blitz Krieger, and CAW Viral Champion TK Owens. He is the Olympic strongman, Ted Rossi.
I'm Ted Rossi, your Olympic strongman. Get ready to witness pure Olympic power.
Former Olympic champion Ted Rossi. He's said to be the strongest man in Olympic history. He's stronger than a Karen's opinion. In fact, he actually had to drop weight to compete on CAW programming because the FCC declared him too strong for TV.
Yeah, I heard he's so strong, he can blow a bubble with a now and later.
Hey, so which do you think is stronger, Rossi or Grossberger's BO?
That is a tough call.
I give it to the BO.
That's a safe bet.
tipping the scales at over 450 pounds. Hailing from Hamburg, Germany, representing the Diamond Mine, and being accompanied to the ring by the manager of the Stars, Diamond Dan. This is Grossberger.
Let me tell you something, baby. This ain't a bargain. This is a warning. 450 pounds of bad decisions. No refunds, no returns. Grossberger is coming at you. Ha ha ha!
And again, we have Grossberger. He's getting to be a regular thing around here.
Oh, for sure. He's like the people's choice lately. If the fans aren't looking to feed somebody to Grossberger, they're trying to find someone to finally knock him out the box.
Knock him out the box?
Yeah, it's an 80s thing, I think. My dad says it. I'm gonna bring it back and make it my tagline. Kinda like Buck with the rap-a-dap, feel me?
Oh, okay. Good luck with that.
Nah, really. My dad's got all kind of sick spit from back in the day. Like funky fresh.
Funky fresh? What's funky and fresh? Cheese? Is this cheese-specific slang? Help me out.
No, it just means something is really cool. And check this. If it's really cool and it's brand new, it's funky fresh out the box.
Oh, like your tagline.
No, that's something different.
Bruh, that's just confusing. People really talked like that? Seems like a lot of extra just for basic communication.
You should have seen him dance. If you wanted to bust a move back then, you had to be like an acrobat and a professional mime or something like that. It was crazy.
Speaking of bustin' moves, Grossberger's busting out a big running power slam on the Olympic strongman.
Rossi's not slowed down a bit though. He's been having trouble moving Grossberger, but he's been on 10 the whole time.
Yeah, bruh is mad relentless for sure. He's not taking no for an answer.
Oh, he got him up. Rossi has finally summoned up the strength to lift the almost 500-pound Grossberger off the ground.
And it looks like he's just getting started too. Using that turnbuckle to help him get Grossberger up for a big military press.
Bro, we've never seen Grossberger get handled like this. You think Rossi will be the one to finally knock him out the box?
Not really feeling that. But I am feeling this. Rossi deadlifting Grossberger straight up off the ground.
No way.
Yes way. Bro, I've heard of being pressed, but that's just next level. And no, just a 2 count. This burger ain't done just yet.
But he has been getting cooked.
And there's my man, Diamond Dan, with a timely intervention. Great manager work, I gotta say.
Bruh, are you still out here standing for Diamond Dan? You're a Dan stan?
Bruh, don't hate. Let a playa be great.
You only playing yourself. Oh, snap! Rossi out of nowhere with an Olympian backbreaker.
Sick.
Savage. And it looks like Grossberger has finally been knocked out the box.
Okay. Kinda works.
And the winner, by pinfall, the Olympic strongman, Ted Rossi.
Why do the other 3 sportsmen look exhausted? They didn't do anything.
They supported him really hard.
Yeah, I guess. That's it from Cancel for Tonight. Ted Rossi advances to the second round of this special cross-brand tournament where you'll catch him in action again on next week's Ascension.
Catch you next week. Back over to Big Ol' Buck and the crew over on Live.
Can you believe that? Can you believe someone finally put down Grossberger?
Well, I won't say I ain't surprised, but if it was gonna happen, I ain't surprised Ted Rossi'd be the guy to do it. That guy's a real powerhouse.
That's a fact, Buck. There's not many guys in the locker room, or in the world for that matter, that even come close to matching the raw power of the Olympic strongman. Now, before we return to live for our main event match, let's hand it over to the guys on Ascension as they bring us the fourth and final match of this first tournament round.
Good evening. I'm Mike Holder.
I'm Lord Alistair Posh.
And I'm Hector.
And this is CAW Ascension, the evolution of pro wrestling.
Tonight, we present the fourth and final round of the first tier of this CAW cross-brand tournament event.
We'll have former CAW World Champion and Hector's cousin, El Jefe Hannibal Hernandez. And he will be facing the ever-contentious and psychologically fluctuous wildcard, Kevin Card.
Let's get right to it. The following is a match for one fall. Entering first from East LA, representing Mexico, and being accompanied to the ring by the Ascension Tag Team Champions, Primo, Rivera, and Castro. Here is El Jefe, Hannibal Hernandez.
Wildcard, I hope you're open to a new kind of experience that day, because home, I'm about to introduce you to the figure for life. Viva la raza!
Longtime CAW fans will need no introduction to Hannibal Hernandez. But for those unaware, Hannibal reigned as our singular CAW World Champion just prior to our company's big overhaul and expansion.
Yes, but he was unfortunately unable to claim victory in the contest that would have seen him advance to undisputed champion. That victory went to Freeland, who holds the championship currently.
Yeah, that was a rip-off, man. My cousin Hannibal should still be champion today.
From Boston, Mass, representing Mass Effect, and being accompanied to the ring by the homie, Red Dog, and the freckled ogre, Rusty Nails. He is the wild card, Kevin Card.
Oh, you're gonna introduce me to the figure 4 life? But what? Oh, what? I can do. The possibilities are endless.
Kevin Card. The wild card is a wild card indeed. Head of the Boston-based stable Mass Effect, Card and his compatriots come out of, let's say, the less-than-legal Boston street fighting scene. But that's all behind them now, as they ply their brutal trade in a fully legitimate capacity here in the CAW.
Now this is what a wrestling stable should look like. Power, speed, a technical base, and a strong leader. Not like Hernandez and his band of stragglers and ragamuffins. They must feel small in the presence of such excellence.
I doubt Hannibal feels small in any way, Alistair. After all, he's the former champion here, and he won it in an 8-man, 3-round, 2 out of 3 falls tournament, no less. In effect, Hannibal Hernandez earned that title 6 times over. Card, on the other hand, has yet to hold a title at all, so I doubt that he's giving Hannibal any insecurity issues.
Well, that could all change very shortly. A victory here tonight would bring the wildcard a step closer to Blowout's main event, giving him the opportunity to attain the championship accolade that is absent from his current resume.
Well, that'd be a step closer with a long way to go, Alistair. There's still 2 tiers left to this tournament. And may I remind you that awaiting the winner of this contest is the Olympic strongman, Ted Rossi, who just trounced the previously undefeated Grossberger in swift fashion on the latest installment of CAW Canceled.
Yeah, he pressed that big dude like a pair of chinos, man. It was crazy. That dude is like acerrimo.
And that means?
Very strong, man. But it ain't gonna matter to my cousin Hannibal. He beat big, strong guys all the time.
Well, he doesn't seem to be doing so spectacularly right now, does he, Hector? In fact, your cussin' Hannibal seems to be struggling quite a bit.
Nah, man, he's just adjusting. He'll get it together, you'll see.
Well, I wish I could say I shared your faith, Hector. But from where I'm sitting, Hannibal does seem to be having a rough go of it in the moment.
I'd say he's barely put up any offense at all. The majority of his effort thus far has largely gone into merely trying to survive his opponent's onslaught, it seems. This Hannibal Hernandez is a bit overhyped, if you ask me. A typical American product. You just put a really good polishing on something mediocre and call it exceptional. Is that it? So typical. And look, one of his thug cronies has removed the turnbuckle pad. Some hero you have there, Hector.
Hey, that's those guys, Senor Porsche. Cousin Hannibal would never actually use it.
Right, except as a distraction with plausible deniability. Your cousin should have been pinned right there, Hector, and you know it.
Come on now, Alistair. Your entire in-ring career, you espoused the virtues of a creative offense. And now you have a problem with a little outside distraction by Primo Rivera. Seems a bit hypocritical, wouldn't you say?
Not at all, Michael. I competed in an era defined by distinct babyfaces and heels. I owned my role. I was no one's role model and owed no one my good behavior. That isn't Hannibal's lot, though, is it? He likes to play the saint, but then break the rules when it's convenient for him. No honor in that.
Your harsh assessment of Hannibal Hernandez may be a bit premature, Alistair. It seems that El Jefe has found his rhythm, and it's now Card that's struggling to catch a beat.
Merely a temporary shift. It's more than wordplay that earns Card the moniker Wild Card. He'll do something unexpected to regain the advantage, and soon after, Hannibal will be enjoying a long siesta.
And it's a big vertical suplex from El Jefe. For a moment there, I thought we might get treated to a visit from the Three Amigos.
Give it time, Senor Mike. Hannibal will not disappoint, eh? Three Amigos, Frog Splash, Figure 4. He will give you something. Hey there, you see? So sorry, Senor Wildcard. Bye-bye.
You're hilarious.
You broke it! You broke it! You're hurting me, man!
It looks like Card took advantage of Hannibal's sense of decency, feigning injury to get him to release that Figure 4 leg lock.
Yes, it must suck terribly to be so naive and gullible. Had the tables been turned, Card would have never relented.
Card counters, strikes with a lariat, and it's a big springboard leg drop right across the back of the neck of El Jefe. And another, and Hannibal looks done.
You see? Relentless, because that's what it takes.
Oh, come on, Cousin Hannibal. Get up!
And Card has locked in his feared Boston Strangler submission hold. I'm afraid that may be it for El Jefe. Sorry, Hector.
It's okay.
And the winner!
Magnificent.
The Wild Card! Come on, guys. Card! And there you have it, folks. The Wild Card Kevin Card advances and will go on to face the Olympic strongman, Ted Rossi, right here next week on Ascension. Be sure to tune in for that. Back over to Buck, Tyrone, and Ronnie over on Live. Well, all right then. Before we head into our main event, let's recap our tournament standings.
Sure thing. Advancing to the second tier, we have the Fallen Sun, Ken Tanaka, who will be facing the Devious One, Ladavius Jones, next week on CAW Cancel.
Also moving forward are the Olympic strongman Ted Rossi and the Wild Card Kevin Card, who will meet on next week's CAW Ascension.
Late Night and Extreme will return to their regular booking. But on to our main event. Last week, 4 champions stepped into the squared circle, but only one would emerge victorious and win the opportunity to face our CAW undisputed champion, Freeman, for a shot at that title. that champion will turn out to be the biggest brain in the game and CAW Internet champion Aaron Pratt. That championship match takes place right now.
Well, not right now. First, we need to present tonight's CAW Superstar Spotlight, which is brought to you by Toy Nammy Toys CAW Superstars. In stores now.
Let's get it.
This is a CAW Superstar Spotlight.
Smog in my lungs, venom in my veins. You the storm cloud, I'm the acid rain. Choking on your fumes till I breathe you in. Radioactive touch burns beneath my skin. Ozone, you tearing me apart. Ozone, poison in my heart. Ozone, can't escape the sky. Ozone, you the reason I die. Eyes electric, neon meltdown glare. Toxic drip, your kiss pollutes the air. Falling in the fallout, drowning in the haze. You the mushroom bloom, I'm the gamma rays. Cracks in the concrete, you see right through. Corroding every thought, rusting all I knew. Heart's a landfill, can't recycle this pain. But I keep coming back, circling the drain. Ozone, you tearing me apart. Ozone, poison in my heart. Ozone, can't escape the sky. Ozone, but I still combust. Love's a wasteland and we're both just dust. Breathe you in deep till my soul corrodes. Ozone, the end of my
The following match is for one fall and is for the Classic Action Wrestling Undisputed World Championship.
You hear that pop? That ain't luck. That's tape study. Turn to blood, kid.
I'm coming down to the squared circle ready, baby. I've studied every match, every interview. Heck, I even watched you take your first baby steps. You ain't nothing but homework for me, champ.
Aaron Pratt is a man who does his homework. That's for sure. In fact, preparedness is his #1 attribute. Heck, the only guy I ever heard of making better use of prep time than Aaron Pratt is Batman.
Well, Pratt's no Cape Crusader, but he is a pretty dynamic dude. If I were the champion, I think I'd be inclined to curb my confidence level just a little bit.
That's a slippery slope, Tyrone. It's real easy to find yourself in the ring with too much confidence or not enough. It's a fine line to walk, my friend. Take it from me.
Given your knowledge and in-ring experience, Buck, I'd be inclined to take that advice. Let's see if our undisputed world champion heeds your words as well.
And here he comes, our undisputed world champion. Whether that'll be the case by the end of the night, that is a question that still hangs in the air.
Woo! The people are screaming and freedom is ringing. Look, I get it, baby. You got a dream, and one day you will overcome. But not tonight.
Freeman is ever the inspirational champion, promising his opponent that he will see greatness one day. Just maybe not this day.
Well, Freeman knows a thing or two about perseverance. He didn't become Universal World Champion overnight. He's walked a long road. And I don't think he's quite ready to make the walk back just yet.
Not at all. But I don't think Aaron Pratt is content to wait until he's ready. You heard?
Introducing the challenger from Greenwich, Connecticut. He is the CAW Internet Champion and the biggest brain in the game, Aaron Pratt. And the champion from Brooklyn, New York. He is the classic Action Wrestling Universal World Champion, the Footloose Phenomenon, Freeman.
Universal? I thought he was the undisputed champion.
He is. Jack messed up, and I guarantee you he'll be hearing about it from the suits up in corporate as soon as he gets backstage.
Sucks to be Jack.
Yeah, no doubt. And there's the brass ring, as it were, the undisputed World Championship. Let's get to it.
Indubitably.
The stage is set. The players are on their marks, and it's time to get the show started.
And there's the bell. And Pratt, coming out strong with a swift strike combination, taking the Footloose Phenomenon completely off guard.
Man, I ain't used to seeing Freeman get beat to the punch like that. Or rather, the kick, as it were. Most opponents spend the whole match just trying to keep up with him.
Most opponents also lose to him, Ronnie. I don't think Pratt is trying to follow in their footsteps.
That is sound logic.
Pratt springboards, hits the neck breaker, but unfortunately also hits the ref. It looks like he got his bell rung pretty good. I think he might be down for a minute.
Freeman finally getting his bearings and beginning to put up a fight, but he still hasn't begun making any headway.
Well, he better start making some soon. I don't think Aaron Pratt came to play. You feel me?
And the ref is just getting back to his feet. Lucky for him, he didn't really miss anything.
Yeah, we are getting off to a pretty slow start, but that doesn't mean we're not in for a great match. Sometimes the build-up can just take a little while, but if the payoff scales, it's always worth it.
If it scales. At this point, I don't see it happening. As it stands, the champ has delivered zero offense. Aaron Pratt has been running the show from the starting bell.
Buck's not wrong, Ty. The champ is being completely dog-walked right now. Pratt has Freeman locked all the way out of his usual rhythm. I think he may have discovered the champ's kryptonite.
That's what he does and what makes him so dangerous, Ronnie. He'll study you, examine you, and break you down to your very last compound.
See how it sounds? A little unrational.
Sometimes I like to use the word dramatical.
You the best, Buck.
Did I miss something?
Only your childhood.
Freeman, so far, has failed to successfully execute so much as a hip toss against his opponent. If he doesn't find some way to turn this thing around, I'm afraid the bridge is over for the undisputed champion.
Oh, I concur. That's my philosophy as well.
You know, I gotta say, it's hard seeing the champ get picked apart like this. I don't think I've ever seen him take this bad a beating. It's almost surreal.
I get what you're saying. Freeman's an offensive dynamo. But Pratt shut him down before he could even get the engine started. That was the key.
Oh, snap. Is this an offense I'm seeing right now?
Maybe it's the start of the big comeback. The champ could certainly use one right about now. I was starting to worry we'd booked a squash match as our main event.
Right, you heard?
Don't stop worrying just yet, Buck. It looks like the champion's comeback was somewhat short-lived. Pratt is back in control. There's that signature flying elbow smash, and that usually spells the end.
Yep, it's a rap-a-dap. We have a new champion.
The winner and your new Classic Action Wrestling
Well, there it is. Aaron Pratt is your new undisputed world champion.
At least until the rematch.
Well, hopefully by then, the former champ will have learned the value of doing his homework. Good night, folks. See ya next week.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Most of this song is just baby, if it's like and subscribe. Wasting your time, ain't listening. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Nowhere you can hide. You need to provide. Like and subscribe. This song ain't really that lyrical. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. In fact, it's only a vehicle. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Nowhere you can hide. You need to provide. Like and subscribe. Most of this song is just gibberish. Like and subscribe. Wasting your time if you're listening. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Nowhere you can hide. You need to provide. Like and
And that's a wrap-a-dap.